Hi there, my name's Kramer. I'm a 48-year-old artist living in Southern California. I live in Santa Monica with my wife and 2 children. I've been an artist for as long as I can remember. I've been a maker, I'm a craftsman, I'm a jewelry designer, I'm a designer of objects, I'm a designer of interiors. I've worked in recycled and reclaimed materials for over 25 years. I make stuff out of stuff. My motto is trash is a failure of imagination. What I hope to bring to the competition is the idea that we have so much in our world that we use up and then we discard and we look at that trash as just trash. But trash is the failure of imagination. The idea being that we can reuse what we throw out and turn it into interesting and sometimes extraordinary objects. I got my degree in graphic design, visual communications from Northern Illinois University, and that gave me a really good foundation. Bauhaus design was the word of the day in our design curriculum. I took that design degree and went off and got a job as a graphic designer in a small firm in Chicago. After 2 years of working there, I started my own company, and with the express intent of saving $10,000 up so that I could get on a bicycle and circumnavigate the United States. I went 11,500 miles around the entire perimeter of the United States. Along the way, I was making a series of postcard-sized collages that became kind of a journal, working journal for me along the way. These journals had different components in it that I was finding on the streets and people were giving to me, and they all became these little postcard-sized memories. Well, I took that body of work along with photography and Super 8mm movie footage and illustrations and journals, and I put together a show about the trip. That show then I turned into a body of work which was all found object-based initially. I then went from that into selling work at craft shows, and I had a wholesale line of work, and at one point over 250 galleries and stores, and I had 8 employees. After 10 years of doing wholesale, I then decided to go to the retail side, and I would travel around the country, pack up my van and go and do these shows in everywhere from Denver, Colorado to Florida to Washington, D.C. and Denver. Well, I said Denver, but I was going everywhere with this van filled with stuff and selling it directly to the public. I really enjoyed that direct contact and that direct feedback I was getting. But since, I've been doing a lot of interesting projects and a lot of things come out of those shows. For example, I've done an entire store interior in Westport, Connecticut. It was all in my recycled aesthetic. I've also done interiors for my own house, as well as designed and rebuilt my house along with a contractor. So I have extensive design experience. I have extensive tool knowledge. In my shop I have drill press, table saw, chop saw, MIG welder, which I use all the time, and other woodworking equipment. I'm very well versed in cabinetry. I'm versed in metal fabrication. And for what I do, I sometimes need to have all those skill sets come to bear. One really memorable project I did was I was brought down to Biloxi, Mississippi for the Extreme Home Makeover Edition, and I was charged with the idea of gathering materials from people and putting together a memorial of objects in the town square. So what I did is they set it up so people came to me, brought me cool stuff, the last things that were in their homes. I mean, they're cool, but it was also tragic because sometimes people would bring me the last thing that they ever touched before their house went away. So one guy even brought me a branch that he had hung on to in a tree for about 20 hours while the waters receded. 30-foot storm surge scrubbed the whole Biloxi Peninsula clean, and there was a lot of pain and a lot of sorrow. So what I did was I took these objects and I took the stories with them, and I made the sculptural piece for the town square. This idea of memories being in objects and taking what would possibly trash and turning it into something that can be cherished by the whole community was really core to my sensibility. The idea of trash is the failure of imagination is central to what I do, and I think that is one of the things I will bring to the show. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. I designed this bathroom in our house, and I utilized old molding from Chicago that I've been carrying around from studio to studio for about 16 years. I took all this old baseboard molding with all these really intricate patterns on it and turned it into a wainscoting around the bathroom. I think it adds a real eclectic look to the bathroom. Also, other found objects throughout the walls, and then even a light fixture that's made out of tin can lids. Here's a shot of our living room. We took what was a traditional house and we turned it into kind of a modern beachy bungalow. It has big high ceilings and really nice kitchen space where we blew out all the walls and we turned it into a very open plan kitchen. The thing I love about our kitchen is that it flows with the whole house. The idea that a kitchen is the central hearth of the house when it's attached to the rest of the house in a very open plan is very appealing to me. This is a shot of my studio. I have lots of tools in here and lots of supplies and things for my making. I have a welding bench over here. I have a MIG welder. There's a metal cutting bandsaw. There's also some woodworking equipment. That's a planer. Also, I have birds in my shop. There's a big bandsaw that I use all the time, chop saw, and a small workbench. This is where the magic happens.
They don't have that one either. Do you think, Matt Miller, that there is going to be an effort to try to get Republicans to vote for this, or are the Democrats more likely to try to build public support on Thursday and then go for what's called reconciliation, a complex system whereby they can pass with 51 votes?
It could, but it doesn't have to. One of the things that ABC has been experimenting with is much more nimble. Some of the footage we have from cases recently.
And from Carnegie Corporation of New York, a foundation created to do what
on, just trying to wrap my head around that world.